Anyway, that's my TV story. Sometimes I wonder what would I do if I won $1 million. What would you do? I think I'd use some to buy an apartment in Paris and the rest to live on while I got into the fashion business. I'm not sure which business. I could buy occasional lovely clothes, run a car, eat well and enjoy life while making a name for myself. And I'd give some to my parents and throw a party for my friends. How much would you give to family and friends? I don't think $1 million is going to last very long. It's hard to decide how much to give away. I'd like to be generous to all my family and friends, but there are so many of them. How do people ever get rich when it's so easy to give money away? If you could magically become a multi-millionaire, would you like that? It sounds good, but don't you think other people would come after your money? I would enjoy being super rich. The richer you are, the more dangerous it becomes. But I'd take the risk. Being poor can be dangerous too. What would you do to become wealthy? I think I'd make myself into a brand, Angela Fashions. And then go into all sorts of other products like Louis Vuitton or Vera Wang. Everyone would be wearing Angela styles. Do you ever buy lottery tickets? You hope to become really wealthy instantly? It's a nice dream. I have never bought a lottery ticket. I suppose I might if I wanted to support some special cause. I just feel the odds are against my winning. Not that I have anything against becoming madly rich. What would you do if you found a wallet with $1,000 in it and an ID card? I would return it to the owner with the cash all there. And hope they'd give me a reward for being honest. If they didn't, I'd feel they were really mean and then I might regret being honest. Unless you like wearing a halo, honesty has little reward. If it was my wallet, I'd count myself lucky if I got my credit card and other ID back without the cash. How do you feel about street people? Would you ever give money to a beggar? Do you think it helps them or just makes you feel better? I sometimes give money if I have some small change on me. I feel sorry for people who have to live on the street. But some of them can be really aggressive and unpleasant. Would you donate money to a charity? Do you choose one or just wait to be asked by some random charity? I get my parents to donate annually to my two favorite charities. One works to clean up the oceans and one helps big cats. What do you think people did before there was money? Do you prefer spending or saving money? My father says that without savings there'd be no money to lend anyone. Do you think borrowing money is a good idea? It'd be hard for me to start a new fashion business without someone to borrow money from. Fine. I wonder if I would borrow money from venture capitalists. My father says they are like vultures wanting their pound of flesh. Perhaps it's better to only borrow from friends or family. That's what I'd do. My dad says Americans prefer borrowing over saving. Which might be smart if inflation is making our money worth less all the time. I'm smart. I spend. My mother is always redecorating our home and I especially remember one time when she was changing curtains and drapery. I was a little kitten back then and just imagine suddenly having all that wealth of fabric at my disposal. I never would have guessed. I started wrapping my dolls in multicolored layers of old curtains and then my mother helped me with cutting and sewing. Later, she even gave me a simple sewing machine. That's the doll story. Now I make all kinds of designs. Clothes, bags, hats. And I reuse scraps from projects to make cushions. I'll put it on my Facebook when it's done. What about doll? I am glad you agree. Vampires are getting kind of old hat. There are too many pretty boys with fangs out there now. It seems most everyone has allergies, with over 40 million in the US affected. What are you allergic to? I'm not sure which US indoor air quality is important. I probably spend more than half my time indoors. Do you sneeze at home for no obvious reason? It might be a dust mite allergy. How about upset stomach? Does that happen to you at times? It might be a food intolerance, or food poisoning. Food allergies aren't the same as food intolerances. Intolerances depend on quantity absorbed. If you have a peanut allergy, you have to totally avoid peanuts lest you go into anaphylactic shock. I'm not allergic to anything anymore. I used to be allergic to milk and to flour. I can eat some of things containing milk or flour, but if I make a pig of myself, I suffer. Do you react like I do to milk or flour? If it gets bad, you should go get an allergy treatment.